Well, hey guys, what's going on? It's Samantha from Lone Crow Adventures, the channel where we talk about all things camping, hiking, and backpacking. Today, we're back on the Ice Age Trail, and we are completing the Greene County chapter. Let's go. So we're on the Monticello segment of the Ice Age Trail. So we started our morning at the Brooklyn Wildlife segment, and we completed a 3-mile road connector to get to the start of the Monticello segment, which we are on now. There was no parking lot at the beginning of the Monticello segment, so we left the Jeep at Brooklyn Wildlife. We were trying to get an early start because we are expecting some pretty darn hot temperatures today. Alright, so we've got bridge number 25 on the Monticello segment, and we'll see if she's got water. Oh boy.
She's got cars, but no water.
Oh yeah.
See all the cars?
Oh,
Cars that don't
look at that. Yep. Seasonal creek. So that is the part of the Monticello segment that goes to the tunnel. But the tunnel is in disrepair and it's been deemed structurally unsafe. So therefore, DNR's closed it down. They've been ticketing people, so don't risk it, folks. We can either take this shorter route on the purple, which has less traffic, but it's a hilly terrain and doesn't have good sight lines on the road, or we can take this longer blue segment, but it has more traffic but better sight lines. So I'm thinking we're gonna go purple. I think that's what we're gonna do. Road walking. Ice Age Trail has so many road walks. Back on trail after our road walk, which ended up not being as bad as I thought it was, because there was a little bit of a shaded section and the hills weren't too bad. So that's good. Just finished up lunch. We're back on the designated trail, and we've got about 3.6 miles to go to our stopping point for the day. Got some glacial features here on the trail. Alright, so bridge number 22. We've passed several bridges so far. They've all been dry as a bone. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. Nice and clear and flowing. Good time to restock and refill. Alright. So we've got the Little Sugar River. This is one of the water sources listed in gut hooks at bridge number 20. We must be getting near the town of Monticello. Alright, right here, this is where we get off the Badger State Trail and the Ice Age Trail goes off on its own. Alright, here's the old Monticello train station. It's not in use anymore because the tracks are now a trail, but very neat. Alright folks, so we're gonna have a really important discussion about double and triple checking things on your trip. So we rolled in here last night after work. It was kind of late. We Googled the South Pratt Road parking lot, which is the parking lot right over here in Monticello, and that was supposed to be our end point. So for this trip, we didn't want to have to use the shuttle service because of COVID. So we drove up, we brought both of our Jeeps. We parked one Jeep at the start, and then we parked the other Jeep at another parking lot. And that was going to be where we ended, and we would camp in the Jeep. When I couldn't find that South Pratt Road parking lot, I took out the map and I tried to find the parking lot on the map, and I accidentally left the Jeep at a parking lot in Albany.
At the end of the Albany Lake segment instead of the beginning. And the Albany Lake segment is going to be 9.7 miles more.
So we've got a heat index over 100 degrees today. And we're now only at the halfway point. It is 20 to 2. And
instead of a 10-mile day, we just went to a 20-mile day.
Yeah. So I feel like a really big idiot. But we're going to get there. So
At night.
at night. So stay tuned to see how this disaster ends. Well, the situation just went from bad to worse because my CBD oil little stick is on its very last couple of swipes. I had ordered more before the trip, but I didn't get here in time, so use sparingly. But I just threw some on my feet. I'm gonna let my feet out of my shoes for a while, and God, I can't believe I did that. 20 miles.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you said that I was like running a stringent schedule. Here you go and pack 2 of our days together. Clearly it was you that was real motivated to get done. Like, and we said we would never chase daylight again. We would never walk like at night if we didn't have to. We would never be chasing like, oh, hurry up, it's getting dark, and here we are in that situation to have to do that again. This is the only time we've ever allowed you to navigate us anywhere when it comes to the trail, and you're 0 for 1 now.
You hear that, folks? 0 for 1. All right. Well, back on trail. 2:45. Albany, 9 miles. So some of you may be wondering, well, Samantha, why are you camping in a Jeep? What was that bright idea? Well, in this chapter, so this is the Greene County chapter, there are actually no DCAs. So there are no legal places actually to camp, which was why we were going to just sleep in the Jeep in the parking lot so that we didn't, break the law. But instead, we're gonna hike the whole chapter in one day, which was not what was planned. But that's why we were planning on staying in the Jeep. That's also why we have to get to the Jeep, because, of course, our quilts and our sleep pads and everything that we need is in the Jeep for our sleep system. So it's not like we can stop and just set up camp somewhere. That is not an option. Pretty fun looking little tunnel. Put in about 4 miles since the last check-in at the train station, and both feeling pretty good. Feet are kind of barking, and the temperature's gone down a little bit, which is making it a lot nicer. So we're almost halfway there from what's left. So things are still going okay. So this is one of the water access points. This is Little Sugar River, and it's pretty overgrown, not too accessible. It's got banks over here.
We could go in the drink big time.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're not going to get water here. We'll keep trudging on. Not much to see on the Albany segment, which is very much like the Monticello segment. Basically, both segments are an old railway track that have been turned into state trail and then adopted by the Ice AgeTrail. So This is pretty much what the trail has looked like for the majority of the hike through this chapter nearly all day. But this is the gas station that is in Albany, and there is a little restaurant bar at this gas station. So if you're coming through on trail looking for a good place to eat, well, I mean, I don't know if it's good, but you know, looking for a place to eat, that's right on trail. All right, awesome. We've got about a mile left. That's the Jeep, so that means that we made it. This is the parking lot at the 4th Street parking in Albany. Now, if you actually want to finish the segment and finish the chapter, you park your car here at the terminus at the end, and then if you look all the way down that trail, you have to go another 0.3 miles down that trail to the very next crossroad, and then back, because there's no parking lot at the end of that crossroad. So we're gonna go wrap up that 0.3 real quick, then we're gonna call it a night. Well, thanks guys for taking this crazy adventure with us. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And since you're still hanging around, you may as well check out another video. Until next time, we'll see you on the trail.